All right. Welcome to another week of comic book pulls. Check this out. I forgot to mention this last week, but picked up that Superman, Absolute Superman, and I got this at my local comic book shop. This thing actually glows in the dark, and then it just takes you to a website. Um, there was one that they gave out. I think a week prior to this was it was like the picture. It was a Justice League card, but the picture was like a mysterious person, I think, and I think it would have been identified as yourself, like you got invited to become a Justice League member. But I think the guy at the comic book store forgot to give me more or whatever. But check this out. This is my weekly pull list. Starting off with the variant cover 1 out of 25. Man, this one looks so sick. Number 2, Batman. I love collecting variant covers. Man, this one just spoke out to me. It reminds me of Conan the Barbarian, one of Titans comics. I think it's issue 12. It's kind of sort of like this art style. I'd have to share it with you guys. But yeah, I was really excited. And then we got Green Lantern 17. I've been collecting this series. I really need to sit down and read the whole series. I did read a little bit of Jon Stewart's War Journal. That one was pretty fun. I was enjoying that one, but I think that one ended a couple months back. And then this is just the main cover for All In Absolute Batman. And then Sam and Twitch, I finally caught up with the series Murder Mystery. Things are coming to light as to why Twitch is in this particular town trying to solve a murder. This one's actually been catching me. I love murder mysteries and just action-packed thrills. This is just right up my alley. It's been really good. I've been enjoying it. Finally caught up. I think I had read 1 through 5, and then just I guess yesterday I caught up to the rest of the issues. And man, I gotta say it's good. It's good. And then the Uncanny X-Men. Finally caught up with the series. Gosh, there's so many X-Men, and it's kind of one of those things that is too much. X-Men a bit overwhelming, or or is it not enough? So I collect the Uncanny X-Men and then the regular X-Men by Jed McCade, and then the X Factor. Now the X Factor, I think that might be my favorite one out of the series that I've been collecting. That's currently out. There's been a lot of fun, but then this one I feel like they have the writer to this has a really good team setup. You got Wolverine, Rogue, Gambit, obviously, Nightcrawler, and that's it. I think that's all she has. And then those new characters that are in this issue or in the story arc, and then we see a little bit of Charles Xavier in it. But yeah, this one's been pretty fun. I'm trying to figure out which one I've been enjoying more. I'm not knocking this one down by any means, but this one's a great read, fun read. But I want to say X Factor is probably one of the better ones, only because there's like a bit of there's a little bit of comedy in it, and there's just something different that I haven't read before, and I just think it's hilarious. But yeah, the Uncanny X-Men number 5 here, and then we got the Ultimate X-Men number 9. I have only been collecting this series. I have yet to read it, but I'll get around to it eventually. I got a whole bunch of stacks that I'm reading. And then I'm super excited to share this next book with you. I had no idea that there was a comic book series. I know there was a movie, a trilogy. No, there's 4 movies. There's currently 4 movies. And then they had an animated movie, had a little bit of snippets in it, different stories. And then at my local comic book shop, I couldn't believe my eyes. Loved this movie growing up as a kid. As a matter of fact, I think I watched it over the weekend. Lord and behold, The Matrix. This was actually at my local comic book shop today, and I couldn't believe my eyes because I saw the spine and I was just shocked at what I was seeing. I was like, there's no way. I had no idea they had a comic book series. I understood, like, growing up, there was games that were made, and I think there was a computer game, and then I was following that story, and it really upset me due to the tragic departure of one of my favorite characters, Morpheus, R.I.P. But then he's back in this 4th movie. 4th movie didn't really capture me as I thought it would have, but the movies 1 through 3 were definitely awesome. But hey, I was a kid during that time. What am I doing watching those movies? Come on, parents. But anyways, yeah, I found this one at my local comic book shop. Couldn't believe my eyes. I said, yeah, I'm definitely getting this one. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this book. I don't know if there's a volume 2 though. They're saying like 28 original stories. This book's been out for a while, and this is the 20th anniversary. But yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be if there is a volume. This is the variant cover. The original cover looked awesome too. It was like those little baby orbs that the machines would use to sustain life. And then I kind of had a question for you guys as well. So obviously I get behind. I'm clearly behind on my comic book weekly reading list, I guess, the single issues. I know I'm not the only one that gets behind. I think I get to a point where I'm collecting so many stories, and it's really hard to depart. Now, I departed from 2 stories, The Nightclub by Mark Millar, or Millar, Mark Millar, and Nemesis. I cut those 2 stories off my pools, only because I just wasn't really digging with the stories. I know they've been catching a lot of good reviews, but it just isn't for me. So I'm just kind of curious as to how you guys collect comics. Do you collect the single issues, or do you collect them in omnibus format? Now, I've been thinking, should I just go to an omnibus only format? Only because there's a bunch of great stories coming out. Now to the end of the year, and then next year there's a great lineup of books. And I'm just kind of curious as to see what are your preferences? Is it you like collecting single issues or omnibus? I've really enjoy the omnibus, only because like I can read at my own pace. I have the entire story in one book, and so I'm just kind of curious as to how you guys read your stories. Do you collect them in omnibus format, or do you collect single issues? I find it easier to collect omnibus because everything's here in one book, and then I can read it at my own pace. But then at the same time, I like collecting single issues. The only problem is with so many stories that are out and that I collect and that I'm getting, I get behind. And so I just want to know what is the best solution for me. Because I do get behind, and you know, comics do add up, and it just, I get annoyed with myself because I do get behind. And then, but another part that I like about it is that I like staying, I guess, in the current event of things. Like right now, Absolute Batman is the trend, and I like to be a part of that journey of like, hey, look, number 2's out next month, 3. And then, you know, later down the line, you're at 13 issue, 14 issue, 15, and it's like, man, I remember whenever 1 was out. And there's just a little bit of a nostalgic thing for me. But yeah, just let me know in the comments to see how you guys collect your stories. I kind of had a small week, which is good. I only spent like 30 something bucks on these, but then this was a whole nother totally different expense. Maybe more. I think I spent like 60, 70, 80 bucks. God dang. Yeah. Something's got to change. But I'm just kind of curious how the community goes about collecting their books. So yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend, safe weekend. Yeah, stay safe out there, fellas, and enjoy your comics. I'll see you on the next one.